Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And here's Neymar. Rui Costa. Nicely spread.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Batistuta! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's a throw-in. Yamal. He's in plenty of space here. Rui Costa. In by Rui Costa. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Guardiola. Totti. Oh, it's Batistuta. Neymar. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Stojkovic running with the ball. Here's found the way, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Knocks it into... and the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Boca Juniors have their second corner now. DiMarco with the short one. Vasco da Gama are looking to go forward now. And that's a goal kick. Van Dijk. Neither side yet able to find the net. It's Van Dijk. Boca Juniors are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nice looking ball. Oh, well measured. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rijkaard. Stojkovic. And it's DiMarco. Zanetti wins the duel this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, this real chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Vasco da Gama have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Half an hour played now. That pass isn't the best. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Out for a throw. And here's Yamal. Batistuta. And here's Batistuta. Rui Costa. Drives. Decent chance! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Rijkaard. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Tries to play it through. Now it's DiMarco.
Might want to be careful there. Vasco da Gama can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Maldini. Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Wirtz, he's picked his way through. Neymar looking to receive it in space. Rui Costa. Now it's Yamal. Yamal has the space to scheme. That's a shade optimistic. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. To Totti. And that is the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Vasco da Gama just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Vasco da Gama with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 17. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 10.
So, into the second half. Vasco da Gama currently ahead by the smallest of margins. This is Batistuta. Stood up well to him there. DiMarco. Played out to the left flank. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, super ball! Now it's Batistuta. That is ended up in no man's land. Vasco da Gama come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think that...
And Batistuta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Neymar. Back when it goes. Batistuta has found the net here, of course. Driving forward. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Vasco da Gama just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Khan claims it. Safe hands. DiMarco. Neymar.
Vasco da Gama are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way-through zone.
Stojkovic. Neymar. Quarter of an hour into the second half. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
McAllister. Silvestre picks it up out wide. A probing pass. That has not gone well. And here's Rui Costa. McAllister. He's found the way. Can he finish? Stojkovic gets it away. Oh, he's been caught napping. Has a look up and delivers. And it's hoisted clear. Rui Costa receives it in a good position here. Has to go back here. Oh, that's nice. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama can make their change now with a break in play. Boyan to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Stojkovic. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vasco da Gama perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Neymar. And it's Stojkovic. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Well, played right into his path. Now it's Stojkovic. And this is Neymar. And this is Totti.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
DiMarco. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Totti. And this is Batistuta. McAllister. Vasco da Gama still ahead by the game's only goal. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's well spotted. Five minutes left on the clock. Zanetti. Pass is just off target.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 22. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 6.
Now that's well seen too. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vasco da Gama clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass somewhat off target. Guardiola powering forward here. Totti. And that is that. Vasco da Gama have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and they're great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon. Oh, they could be caught out here. Over to the right flank. Yamal has the space to scheme. McAllister. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Yamal. Pedri. And Neymar. And it's Hernandez. Rafinha. Pedri. Now it's Messi. And it's been played through. And it's Rodri. Nice control. Oh, he's having a go! No, just not quite.
Rodri really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Kane! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Neymar, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Rafinha. It's going to be another corner, I think. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Yamal. That's tidy. He has found the way through. McAllister. Chance here to counter. Strong running down that left flank. He is through here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a... Here's a chance! Great strike. A test for the keeper.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Kane. Shifted it to the flank. Zanetti. Neymar spread it left. Rodri to Messi. Played out towards the right wing. De Ligt. Lobbed in behind. Yamal wants to run onto this. Rui Costa. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Neymar. Neymar proves just a little bit too strong. Now the ball's gone astray. Rafinha gets into a good position. And it's Rodri. Rodri powering forward here. He'll try from distance! Oh, it's hit the post! That's good play. Messi. Oh, super ball! Rafinha is onto this. Rafinha! It's off target and by quite a way. Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And just like that, he hits 50. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Played out wide. Now it's Yamal.
Oh, great feat, that.
Now this could be a chance. That is a brilliant interception. Spread to the right. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Neymar. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Messi. Now it's Rafinha. And it's Rodri. McAllister going forward. Now it's Kane. Messi plays a sharp little ball here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's found a way through, and he whips it in. Pedri. That's destined for the flank. Zanetti was in no mood for any of that. And this is Kane. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vasco da Gama leading by 1 at the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Vasco da Gama leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second period is underway. Vasco da Gama currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That has been slung wide. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Neymar. Batistuta. Rodri. And it's Koundé. And Yamal. McAllister. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. That has found him in acres of space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's hoisted clear. Neymar receives it in a wide position. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. Maldini calmly anticipates. Vasco da Gama just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Zanetti. Zanetti crosses. Yamal. Yamal carries the ball down the right. No, he's not getting his way this time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rafinha. And it's Messi. And that's surely a foul. Free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. And here's Yamal. Pedri. Oh, look at the space here.
Palmeiras really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Now it's Neymar. Nuno Mendes. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. He's had a shot! That's put paid to the danger. Neymar. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal's chance! Goal! Do not write them off. Back they come. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
De Ligt. Pedri. Now it's Kane. Yamal. Rodri. Into the last quarter of an hour. And here's Messi. And this is Neymar. Great ball, and he's in here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pedri. And here's Neymar. Strokes it back. And it's Messi. Pedri. Messi. Oh, good spread. Cross into the box.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 22. Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6. Camisa 10.
So we have further activity on the bench here. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Pedri. And it's Neymar. Played out to the left flank, and he's quick to return it. It's Pedri. Rodri. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Lamine Yamal really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
Great vision. Olise in acres of space out wide. He leaps for it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Rijkaard. He's done very well to get to that.
Rijkaard is offering a wry smile there. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Gets the shot away! And that is as much as we have time for. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played in with purpose. Played out to the left flank. Yamal. Pass is just off target. And it's McAllister. Can he get it through? Cannavaro proves too strong. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Batistuta. McAllister! McAllister! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. Zanetti, he's rising! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Knocks it into space. And this is Batistuta. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Danielson receives it in a wide position. That has not gone well.
Milan genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Fernando Torres.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Yep, it's a corner. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Vasco da Gama leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. That has been slung wide. Well-timed, excellent interception. Xabi Alonso, Serginho, and this goes for a shot! Goal! AC Milan are all square. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Milan restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Yamal's cross. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Serginho charging forward, the ball at his feet. Rijkaard. And here's Torres. Serginho. He leaps for it. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Yamal.
This is the time you need that pace.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Yamal. And it's Xabi Alonso. Rui Costa. Batistuta. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Denilson. Zanetti wins the duel this time. This looks promising. Xabi Alonso.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Yamal. Nice interception, well timed. Xabi Alonso. Robertson. It's played through for him. Rijkaard. Rui Costa. Pass somewhat off target. Yamal. Serginho. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta stood his ground strongly. Xabi Alonso, who played through for the wide man. He has found the way through. Drives it. Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And we've reached half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's going wide left, and that was asking for too much. Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar, and he's been shifted off it. That pass has been well intercepted. It's Rui Costa! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vasco da Gama have their second corner now. They've played it short. Driven in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Shot and the finish! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
He won't be happy with that one. Batistuta looking for... Takes a shot! In he goes again! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And claimed it back swiftly. Rui Costa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rui Costa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Zanetti. Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal. Could be danger here. Shoots! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And they've got their lead back. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ball swung in, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rui Costa. Now it's Yamal. He's found a way through. Chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Vasco da Gama choosing to make the first change, and the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Zanetti. Vasco da Gama do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Threads one in, that's good vision. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's Rui Costa. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rui Costa. Xavi Alonso.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 21.
Park Ji-sung.
Neymar.
Can he get on the end of this?
Camisa 22.
Now, can they get him away?
Fechando o campo.
And a chance! And he's stuck it away! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable... Terrific effort!
Vasco da Gama clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Vasco da Gama have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, easy pickings there. Chance for a shot! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Engages and forces him off the ball. And reclaimed it in a trice. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Impressive jump! McAllister. Park Ji-sung. Xabi Alonso.
Teremos 3
McAllister.
minutos de acréscimo.
Decent chance! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Oh, great chance! Oh, that was vital. And the shot!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And there goes the final whistle. Vasco da Gama, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium, and I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's made its way to him. Oh, easy pickings there. Modric. Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Wirtz. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's picked his way through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, great run, magical! Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Batistuta. That's a good ball out wide. Yamal. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal. Mendes does well to get it back. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Zanetti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Knocks it into space. Just eases him off the ball. Over to the right flank. Oh, there's a probing ball. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. That could spell trouble. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's Batistuta. Spread it left. A quick look, thought of... Goes for goal! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Gehi deals with that comfortably. Modric. And it's Wirtz. Now that looks a decent ball. Rui Costa. And it's Zanetti. Yamal wants to run onto this. He is through here. A header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Pedri. Now it's Shevchenko. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Shevchenko. Wirtz. And he's had it nicked away. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Yamal. That's good play. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Batistuta, can he finish? Well, now that's another chance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again, goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Vasco da Gama have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And here's Neymar. Yamal. Now it's Batistuta. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Vasco da Gama definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Vasco da Gama can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
He's got away. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And here's the chance to counter. Stood up well to him there. McAllister. Rijkaard. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's well spotted. Yamal. And it's Wirtz. Driving on and making good progress. Neymar. Threads one in. And it's Neymar! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rui Costa. And he's in on goal. He's found the big chance! Being still separated by the game's only goal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence, and has made sure that's not getting through. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Neymar. This is Batistuta. Modric gets over and intercepts. And that was nowhere near his best.
Vasco da Gama have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now there's a fine ball. Oh, good line! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
Neymar! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Aos 25 minutos do
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Camisa 13. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 27.
Yehi has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm he is therefore off. Vasco da Gama perhaps contemplating their next change here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama have opted to make another change here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Some resolute defending there. It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, well measured. Vasco da Gama have hit a quick-fire double here. And he is dashing away. No, he's not getting any further than that. Park Ji-sung. And this is Batistuta, and Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught on it, and the keeper couldn't hold it. This time, surely! And that's in! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. That was a given, it always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his...
Can he finish? Oh, in he goes again! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Brilliant save from Alisson! No, he's missed it!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Liverpool have the chance to go the other way. And this is Dembele. That has been cut short. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Olise tries a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, almost a sixth. And it's Vitz. Space for him to turn and look. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found a way through. Now it's Shevchenko. Nice physical challenge. Well read, nice interception. Spread to the right. Mendes wins the duel this time. Nuno Mendes. He's on it, can he get a... Neymar! And he's missed it. And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Nuno Mendes has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Mane! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Rui Costa. Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Referee has just said play on. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Rijkaard. And this is Batic. Tries a shot! Goal! Vasco da Gama! And it's Vasco da Gama who take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting...
Surely he can't... Big chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. McAllister, and he's managed to get free. Neymar, good read, needed to be. Hazard can see things others simply cannot. That's a sharp pass. He shifted it to the flank. McAllister's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Corinthians are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And the shot! And yes, it's there! Corinthians are back in business.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Good chance here! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Rui Costa is always looking to break lines. Threads one in. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Batistuta. And this is Neymar. He's got away. Oh, important interception. Pass somewhat off target. Fernandez. And it's Mane. To Hazard. Mane pokes it out wide. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Nuno Mendes. And it's Mane. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Great vision. And he's got the beat. And Batistuta! And it's a goal!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Vasco da Gama have their lead. And here's Rui Costa. Hazard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Rijkaard. Rui Costa. Knocks it into space. Yamal receives it in a wide. Batistuta! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Fernandez. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Chance! Loose, and again! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
That's been cut out, well played. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Neymar's cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That is good alertness. Mane. Rui Costa. Distributed tidily. Mbappe.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated? That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's McAllister. Tries to play it through. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Almost an hour gone. And here's Batistuta. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rui Costa. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's crossed into the middle. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Vasco da Gama choosing to make the first change. Bojan coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Batistuta. Chance, surely! just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Corinthians can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Vasco da Gama, palpably stronger, better, superior. That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Rui Costa. Now it's Bojan. Looking to play him in. Bojan Krkic picks it up out wide. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Vasco da Gama still have the cards to affect this game. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, the ball's gone astray. And here's Fernandes. Rijkaard. Neymar. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Ricci really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Bojan. Rui Costa. That's destined for the flank. Yamal. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found a way through. Pass is just off target. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gets a good foot in there. Yamal. The final 5 minutes. Well, that has not gone well. Bojan. Now it's Batistuta. Over to the right flank. Oh, that's nice. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Yamal. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Hangs in a cross. Long ball upfield. Pass somewhat off target. Can he spark a counter here? And that's that. Vasco da Gama can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they... Vasco da Gama do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Vasco da Gama must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Foot in. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He's picked his way through. Lovely feet. Hazard. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he is dashing away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Icon plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Batistuta, played out to the left flank. Neymar plays... Oh, great leap!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No way through, so back it comes. Goal! Vasco da Gama! And look who it is. He leads the way. He leads the way again. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
And it's Albert Ferrer. And they're on him in a flash. Rui Costa with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Rui Costa is the team's great visionary. Bellingham. Now it's Couch. Brilliantly cut out. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ah, good steal, he just read it. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Couch. He has found a way through. And here's Mbappe. Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. And he's cut it out. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Rui Costa. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's fabulous. Elects to cross. No, that's been dealt with. Time and again they are repelled.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. McAllister, he's got plenty of space out wide here.
Vasco da Gama really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
It's Rui Costa. Looking to play him in. Rui Costa looking to add to his goal. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's heaved it away. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Michael. Rodri. Looking for a runner. No luck with that dink over the top. Rui Costa. Oh, good spread. Looking for options for movement. In with the challenge. Now it's Batistuta.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Vasco da Gama go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Vasco da Gama are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Teremos uma substituição.
And we get things going again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them.
Towering header! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Mendes did just about enough to come out on shoot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rui Costa. Diouf, decent chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That has ended up in no man's land. McAllister. McAllister showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ball's gone out of play.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Rijkaard. McAllister in acres of space out wide. Mendes made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Short changes him with that pass. McAllister. Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Probing pass. Spread neatly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chance, surely! And no mistake! Back to within one! Interesting! Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ah, he's given it away. And he cuts out the supply. Out of play for a throw. Not the most convincing of passes. He's in a great position here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely spread. Yamal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vasco da Gama are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 27, camisa 6.
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Plays a sharp little ball here. Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neymar.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Batistuta.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's in on shoots! And he hits the net! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining! Game still on! Unstoppable! Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Michael is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Maicon.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Neymar. Marquinhos. That's destined for the flank. Silvestre. Silvestre finding himself in space. into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. No way
That
through.
was lovely, that.
Zanetti has it in a wide position. Played in. Albert Ferrer attempts a clearance.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there goes the final whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win this, and I think the result is quite fair.
Vasco da Gama are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're underway. Vasco da Gama need all the support they can get here. To say this is crucial would be to understate massively. Driving forward.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And here's Batistuta. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you? Chance for a shot! McAllister. Rui Costa. Valverde. And he's quick to return it. That's very neat. And he's well Pachaki! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And we have our very first corner. Barella plays it short. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Valverde. This looks promising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Cherki is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. Towering header! He doesn't look too happy with that. Now it's Rafinha. Valverde. Now it's Matheus Cunha. No, he's not getting past him there. Perilously close. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Rui Costa. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's managed to get free. So much time and space here. Goal! Vasco da Gama! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a searching pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Beckenbauer. McAllister. Spread to the right. Now it's Yamal. Barella. And Cherki. Now it's Matheus Cunha. McAllister. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, red, nice interception. Rui Costa plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Yamal. Can he get it through? And that is well cleared. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And Batistuta! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rui Costa. McAllister is onto this. Over to the right flank.
Vasco da Gama really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Matheus Cunha. He's had a shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit the good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
He has found a way through. No, he's not getting his way this time. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Good ball, good take. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Vasco da Gama just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And he was quick to react. Barella. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Cherki, Estupinian, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Barella. And it's made its way to him. Spread out to the left. Oh, cracking ball. Mathias Cunha! And he's stuck it away. Manchester United are back on level terms. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pau Kubasi deals with that comfortably. Cherki. Now it's Mathias Cunha. Spread neatly. He's shifting through the gears here. Lofted in. Corner number 3 coming up.
Vasco da Gama really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Cunha receives it. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Substituição no time do Vasco da Gama. Camisa 13, camisa 21.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Yeah, the manager was saying he'll be facing the prospect of having to make some brave decisions around this time. How right he proved to be.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Out of play for a throw. Kubasi. Now it's Batistuta. Vasco da Gama do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McAllister. Batistuta. Gakpo. Lobbed in behind. Isak. Delivered low, and he was alert to it. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's found a way through. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. We've got a goal! Parity in the showpiece game. It has all the hallmarks of an epic.
Well, 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 who better to grab it? Situations like this just seem to come naturally to him.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling. Can he finish? And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Camisa 22. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 9.
Vasco da Gama have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That's a good ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, what about it? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Stood up well to him there. And it's Mendes. Vitz! Baresi. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Marquinhos. Almada. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, super find. Bruno Guimaraes. Barella. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. That's destined for the flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's going to go a long way. Isaac knocks it into space, and he's worked it through. He's having a shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. That was a given, it always was.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So that's it, it is all over. Vasco da Gama played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving...